Hi guys, so I am about to go down to Jenny's house and get an update for you guys. And in case you're new to the channel, Jenny is my best friend, and unfortunately she was in a car accident in 2006. There was a blizzard in Minnesota which left her with a traumatic brain injury, and she can no longer walk or talk. And after we got a following on YouTube, I wanted to help out her family, and I started a GoFundMe account to help pay for Jenny's medication, extra expenses that her family has, and hopefully if we raise enough money for her, someday she can be treated by the International Brain Research Foundation. They have developed some programs that have had a lot of success with people who have injuries similar to Jenny's. So that would be amazing if we could get that done someday. So the other day, Jenny's mom called me and told me that she was in the hospital with Jenny, and Jenny had been in the hospital all week. Jenny got a cold, and because of Jenny's injury, her body doesn't work the same way that yours and mine do. So if she gets a little virus, it can cause a lot of complications for her, and that's what happened. She got some more infections because her body was fighting off a cold, and she had to stay in the Mayo Clinic. And Jenny's mom told me that this month she's really gonna struggle getting medication for Jenny, and she needs a little extra help, and she was hoping that I could ask you guys to make some donations to their family. So their insurance covers some of the stuff that Jenny needs, but not a whole lot, and her family still has to pay over $1,000 each month in medication expenses. Jenny's family are really nice people with good hearts, and they struggle a lot. It's really sad. So I'm gonna put a link in the description below to Jenny's GoFundMe. If any of you guys feel inclined to donate, that would be amazing. $5 sometimes isn't a lot to the individual. Like, we spend that on coffee each day. But, you know, all of a sudden 500 people start donating $5. That adds up very, very quickly. So please make a donation if you can and feel inclined to. And I'm gonna head over to Jenny's right now and have her mom give you an update on how Jenny's been doing and the progress she has made so far. So I just made it to Jenny's house, and Jenny's mom is gonna give you guys an update and let you guys know how Jen's been doing and the improvements that she's made and just everything else going on. Okay, so what would you like to let everyone know about Jen?
Well, we just had a little bit of a setback. We just spent 10 days in the hospital. Jenny had a pneumonia in her lung, and so we were set back a little bit. But she's just recovering from that, so she's a little tired. But other than that, her seizures are under control for the most part, have been until the hospital stay, but she's got the seizures under control. She's still hanging in there and, you know, looking around, trying to recover from some of this new stuff that we have had to deal with.
Yeah.
And but she's doing fine. She's still communicating.
Good, good.
It's been difficult lately just with, you know, the hospital stay, but she's communicating her wants and needs and looking around, recognizing her family members, her friends. I think our goal right now is to just get her healthy, you know, and to keep getting her medication that she needs. It helps with her seizures, her spasms, her muscles.
Yeah.
And, you know, those are the most important thing for us right now, is to just keep her moving, keep her healthy and moving. So.
You guys still have the eye tracker, right?
Yep, we've got the eye tracker. We put it away while they did some painting in Jenny's room. As you can see, her room is nice and bright and happy. And
Yeah, is she getting better with that? With
Oh,
reading
yeah.
things?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's very fast
Mm-hmm.
on her machine. She's absolutely fast. She can tell you if she wants to lay in bed, if she wants to get up in her chair, if she, if she has pain somewhere. She can tell you if she wants to get dressed,
Yeah.
things like that. We're still working on it. It's a work in progress. We're trying to get messages up that she wants to communicate, right down to change the channel. I want to watch something else. Specifics, like what do you want to watch? Which specific show do you want to watch? We're still working on those types of things with her machine.
Mm-hmm.
And same with if she has a pain. Where is the pain? I have a pain in my elbow, or I have a pain in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sick to my stomach. Those kind of specific messages we're still working on her machine.
Mm-hmm.
So that she can say specific things that she wants to say.
Well, I'm sure it takes time.
Yeah.
It's like learning a new language.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the therapist, Rafi, when he comes, he kind of organizes all of that and orchestrates how to get it set up on the machine and the types of things he wants to work on, to have her master, certain things in the machine, that kind of stuff, and all that takes time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's coming along.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you've gotten the eye tracker, every time I've been here, I notice a huge difference, like how she's so much more alert, and
Yep.
you can just tell that it's made such a big difference in her life, getting that eye tracker.
Yeah. And her body language isn't so tense. It's like something's happening. I don't know what, but she's not as tense like she used to be.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that she can communicate what she needs to communicate to us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really helps her, feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it's little baby steps, but we're going in the right direction,
Mm-hmm.
This, if you notice, she's wearing what you call a nose.
Mm-hmm.
From the last time at the hospital, they told us we needed to, because when she had aspirated, she puked up and some of it went down in her lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Until that's resolved, we have to wear this thing and make sure nothing can get down in the lung.
Was she breathing out of her nose before?
Yep, she's breathing out of her nose and mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And usually your nose and your mouth help get moisture to your lungs. That's how we get moisture into our lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And right now they don't want anything in there. So they just put a little balloon in there that they blow up.
Mm-hmm.
That cuts it off from here. So she's just breathing through her lung.
And that's while she heals up, and then she gets to breathe out of her nose again.
And then we can take this down, and she'll be able to breathe out of her nose and mouth just like we do. But right now, just for her safety, so that she'll heal, we need to have this in place. Doctors think it's best for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then in about 3 to 4 weeks, she's going to go have another chest x-ray, and if it's better, then we can undo that. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
To get back to normal. Isn't that right, Jenny? Yeah. Well, she just said yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. Now that I live here, I'll be able to spend more time with her. I want to come over and watch movies with Jen. And, I'm so close. I'll just walk down.
Yep. And crawl in, get some popcorn, have a movie.
Yeah. I love movie nights.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of snacks and, yeah.
Jen does too. She loves that. Yeah.
Well, would you like to tell our viewers more about what happened at the hospital?
Well, she ended up developing, with them trying to treat all of the bacteria that kept growing up, and a lot of it was colonized, so that means it's always there. It just sits there dormant. What happened was she got the antibiotics that they were giving her were causing more problems than the doctors wanted, and so they had to stop all the antibiotics. And just they just realized that the bacteria that were growing up were always going to be there, and they had to stop trying to, it's like chasing a rabbit. They had to stop the antibiotics in order to have Jenny get better. I know that's hard to understand, but and that's kind of where we're at. And it caused a few problems with her bone marrow, apparently, and there's a name for it, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but so that's caused from antibiotics. It's a very rare side effect of certain antibiotics. They found it, they caught it right away, but she bruised all over the place, and they did catch it and stopped it. So
if people donate to you guys, do you want to let my viewers know what it goes towards and how it helps you?
Yeah. It would go towards her medicine, her medical cannabis. It's this stuff. And she needs 3 different types. 1 for her seizures and 2 for her spasticity. So these things cost us $1,040 a month. And insurance doesn't pay for it, and I think Minnesota is just starting to recognize the medicinal properties of this, but it just, it's helped her so much.
And you said it stopped her seizures.
Yeah, it stopped her seizures. It absolutely. Cobalt is a pure CBD medication, or it's got high CBD in it, and that's what really helps with the seizures. And so that's what we're aiming for, is every month she needs these, just like you do with Western medicine. And she's on very little other medicine. We're weaning her off of 2 different kinds that are for her spasms. And they are terrible. They affect her liver. We have to check her liver all the time. They affect other systems. One of them causes hypothermia, which is,
yeah, terrible.
It's horrible. And so we're almost off of those 2 things. And our goal is to keep Jennifer in her cannabis, because even though it's expensive, it's worth every minute of it. It's doing every bit the job, if not more, than those other 2 medications.
Yeah.
And so I know the downfall of it is insurance covers the other stuff and doesn't cover the good stuff, which is sad.
Yeah.
Because this stuff does her more good. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for any and all help that you would offer and give to Jennifer. Us as a family really appreciate it. It helps out so much.
Yeah.
Those medications can be such a financial burden, and any amount of help, how big or how small, it doesn't matter. It just really helps us, and I appreciate it, and I want your viewers to know how much it's appreciated.
Yeah. We thank you guys, Jenny's friends, Jenny's family, for all the donations that you've given, and it's so wonderful that you guys have become to care about Jenny, and you want to know how she's doing, and you want to see her situation improve, and it's just really great that there's good people out there. So I wanted to say thank you to you guys too.
Thank you.
Again, guys, thank you so much. I'm so glad that Jenny is on the mend, and now that I live in Minnesota, I really hope that I can do more for Jenny and her family. I'm going to hang out with Jen a lot, and just hopefully I can help them out a lot more now that we're living here. So when I was talking to Tracy about the pill that stops Jenny's seizures, this cobalt medical marijuana pill, I'm wondering if it's possible for a dispensary to donate that to Jenny, because it's really hard for her family to afford. But I don't know too much about the subject. I don't know a lot about medical marijuana and how things work, if it has to go through some sort of system or what. But I mean, if that's stopping Jenny's seizures and it helps Jenny, then yeah, she should really have it, and if it makes her life more comfortable. So I don't know, I'm gonna do some more research on that, or if any of you guys know, let me know. I'll keep giving you guys updates on Jen, and be hanging out with her a lot more now that we live out here. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you feel inclined to donate to Jenny's family, again, there's a link in the description below. Have a good day, everyone.